If you ever shop for wheels, you probably see numbers like plus 35, plus 25, 0, or even negative offsets. But what do those numbers actually mean, and how do they affect the way your vehicle looks, drives, and fits larger tires? Today we're breaking down wheel offset, backspacing, and wheel width in simple terms so you can choose the right wheels for your build and avoid common fitment mistakes. So let's start with wheel offset. Wheel offset is the distance between the wheel's mounting surface and the center line of the wheel. Now don't get too hung up on the technical definition. The easiest way to think about this is offset determines how far in or out your wheel sits. The lower the offset number, the further the wheel sticks out. The higher the offset number, the further the wheel sits tucked under the vehicle. For example, a wheel with a positive 35 offset will sit farther inward than a wheel with a 0 offset. That's really all offset is doing, changing where the wheel sits relative to the hub. Before we go any further, we need to talk about wheel width because this is where a lot of people get confused. Most people assume wheel width is measured from outer lip to outer lip. It's not. Wheel width is actually measured from bead seat to bead seat, which are the surfaces where the tire mounts to the wheel. So if you take a tape measure and measure the outside of your wheel, it's usually measuring an inch wider than the advertised width. For example, a wheel advertised as a 17 by 8.5 will typically measure closer to 9.5 inches across the outside. A 17 by 9 wheel will usually measure closer to 10 inches overall. This matters because wheel width directly affects both offset and backspacing. Two wheels can have the exact same offset, but if one wheel is wider, it's going to extend further inward and further outward. That's why wheel width and offset always need to be considered together. Now let's talk about backspacing because this is another term you'll hear all the time when shopping for wheels. Offset and backspacing are related, but they're not the same thing. Offset is measured from the center line of the wheel and is usually expressed in millimeters, where backspacing on the other hand is measured from the mounting surface to the back edge of the wheel and is usually expressed in inches. A simple way to remember it is offset tells you where the wheel sits, backspacing tells you how much wheel is behind the mounting surface. The reason this matters is because backspacing helps determine clearance between the wheel and things like suspension components, steering components, and brake parts. For example, two wheels could have the same offset, but if one wheel is wider, it will have more backspacing. That's why you'll often see experienced builders look at both offset and backspacing when trying to determine whether a wheel will fit or not. So what happens when you lower your wheel offset? Let's say you go from a wheel that is plus 30 offset to a wheel with a 0 offset. That wheel is now going to sit 30 millimeters further outward. Some of the benefits include a more aggressive stance, a wide track width, additional clearance for suspension components on the inside, and in some cases, improved fitment for larger tires. This is why so many aftermarket wheel setups use lower offsets than factory wheels. Right here we have a factory Toyota wheel, which is an 18 by 7.5 with a 55 offset. And you can see here on the mounting surface, it is very shallow compared to the backside of the face of the wheel. So this is going to sit pretty far in as compared to a wheel with a 0 offset. Now, what happens when you go too low with your offset? This is where people can run into problems. A lot of enthusiasts assume that more poke always looks better. But once you start getting into aggressive negative offsets, there are some trade-offs. You may experience more rubbing, you may need additional trimming, your vehicle may throw more mud, water, and rocks down the side, and you increase stress on wheel bearings and suspension components. A wheel that sticks out further isn't automatically a better wheel. It's all about finding the right balance for your goals. Offset becomes even more important once you start running larger tires. A lower offset can create more clearance on the inside of the wheel well, but at the same time, it pushes the tire further towards the fenders, bumper corners, and bodywork. That's why two vehicles running the exact same tire size can have completely different rubbing issues. The difference often comes down to wheel width and offset. Whenever someone asks, will these tires fit? One of the first questions should be, what wheels are you running? Because the answer depends on much more than the tire size. While every vehicle is different, here are some general guidelines. A higher positive offset, usually somewhere between plus 25 and plus 45, tends to be closer to factory fitment. You'll get minimal poke, predictable handling, and good road manners. A moderate offset, usually between 0 and plus 20, is one of the most popular aftermarket ranges. It provides a more aggressive stance while still maintaining good overall fitment. Negative offsets provide the most poke and the most aggressive appearance, but they also tend to require the most compromises when it comes to trimming, rubbing, and component wear. For most builds, a moderate offset is usually the sweet spot. You'll gain a more aggressive look without creating unnecessary fitment headaches. Of course, the ideal setup depends on your wheel width, tire size, suspension setup, and intended use. That's why it's important to look at the entire wheel and tire package rather than just focusing on a single offset number. Now, if you want to do a little bit more research on wheel sizes before you actually buy your wheels, there are a ton of different websites that you can use. Custom Offsets is great for truck fitment. You can check out their gallery. Fitment Industries for car fitments. Another website that you can use is tiresize.com. They have an offset calculator on there. So you can put in your factory specs and your new specs and you can see the difference between the two. There are a number of different tools that you can buy to mount to your vehicle and see exactly how the wheel is going to sit once it's mounted. Hopefully that clears up some of the confusion surrounding wheel offset, backspacing, and wheel width. If you're shopping for wheels and aren't sure what the right setup is for your vehicle, drop your wheel size, tire size, and suspension setup in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We've got more videos on wheels, tire, suspension, and off-road tech coming your way.